So some of the work that we're doing this morning will involve taking these doors here and changing them so that instead of opening in front of the students and blocking their view, they will open towards the blackboard. It will mean that we'll lose a little bit of blackboard space, but you can see right here that if the door is open, at least one, maybe two students are not going to be able to see. Additionally, the windows here don't have any latches, so we're going to be replacing those. Here they use nails just to keep the windows in place. So this is classroom 3. Down here in class 2, same thing. We have a door that opens to block the view of the student. We're going to move that to the other side. And then the windows in here, I think we're good. They had pegs, so both of those are okay. Next weekend, some of the work that's going to happen, all of the walls are going to be whitewashed, so the teachers will have this week to take down their learning aids, and then the walls will be whitewashed, so they will be clean. And then the blackboard will be, you can see how it's pitted, so it makes it unusable. So they're going to fill in, the fundi out there is going to fill in all of the holes and have blackboard go wall to wall. So even though when the door is here, we might lose a little bit of the blackboard, we'll have the rest of that space in which to work, and it should not interrupt their learning. And then the same thing here. This is class 1. And then the same thing. Now this classroom here, you can see that the door already swings to cover the board. It covers only about 4 inches, but it will gain those 4 inches back on the other side. So it should all be good. Now this classroom 1 is similar to grade 1 in the United States. But again, the walls will get whitewashed. This window here will get a new nail. And one of the other things that we noticed, and I'll show you back here in classroom 3, is that where the handles come into the door, right here, the nails pop through. So we're going to hammer those down so that nobody gets hurt. Bubba came through the other day and Miss Melissa showed him that. And he pricked himself on one of the nails and said that he was going to make that change immediately. He's actually already gone to market. Up here you can see the work on the latrine. You can see that the fundi has cemented the base, and now the cement goes halfway up the building, and it will help prevent water damage. The interior looks wonderful. The girls now have a locking door and a raised area on which to sit or to squat. Now this is the early childhood development room. This door is a little bit different. You can see right here, it will not close all the way. So right now you can see it's bumping. So we're going to shave the bottom of the wood down here so that it seats flush. We're going to put in a peg and drill it down. So a peg here, drill down into the brick there so that this door will close. This latch is on the inside, is going to be moved to the outside for locking purposes. And you can see, I haven't done this room yet, but there's about 18 children in here. It's a good thing they're so small because this space is very tiny. One of the other things that I've noticed in this particular space is there is no light. So in the rains, here, let me give you a sense. When the rains come and the doors are closed, this is our classroom. Unlike the other classrooms, which are wired with electricity and at least have a light socket, this room does not. So we will have to figure out how we're going to remedy that situation. Tomorrow I will be doing a walkthrough of the premises with Fredrick, and I'm going to be capturing his stories about the space. This right here is the future kitchen. They are building that now. So for the time being, this is some of the work that we will be doing. I will say that one of Connor's goals and my goals is to either extend the eaves of the roof so that they stick out further. You can see some of the erosion and splash that's occurring on the side of the building, so that the eaves are similar to what you see on that school over there. And then if that doesn't work, the other option that we have, especially on this side, is a gutter system that will run all the way to the end of the building and join the water drainage there, and then it goes down the road. You can see the erosion that we have here from the rains that come off of the office roof. So the rains will come down in the office roof, they pound and they gather here, they erode, you know. Down here we've got a pretty good sized hole, and then the water runs right down through here. You can see after the rains yesterday all of the pitting that's occurring down here in the water right here. And so what's happening is all of the rain that's coming through here and eroding this is essentially creating a delta here and causing flooding down in that area of the veranda. So right now the roof sticks out, you know, 8 inches or so. So we'll have to figure out if we're going to put gutters here or how we're going to handle it. One of the things we would like to do is to put in gravel along the edge here, so that even if it does rain hard, it hits the gravel, it soaks underneath the gravel, and then travels along a predetermined path. And what we may even do is trench towards the fence from both sides, so that we have a clear path for the water to exit. So there's a lot of work to be done here. One of the things that we learned is that these are all called semi-permanent structures. They have a life expectancy of 7 to 8 years. They are not built with the same construction process as in the building that houses that other elementary school over there. This right here is the water tank, so they will top that off. It's a 2,300 liter tank. Right there is the old kitchen, and Fredrick's house just behind it. Fredrick serves as kind of an administrator, security man, takes care of all of this. And then it does seem that after the rains last night, we did have an issue with one of the goalposts. Hopefully we'll be able to look at that today.